We have a saying around here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no brains, no headache.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Welcome back to No Brains, No Headache podcast, episode 278. We're getting in the Christmas spirit for yet another recording. Happy to be here, and we're back live in the studio, back where it all started. I'll be your host today, Jordan Weichel. Happy to be here. Damn glad to do so. I'm here with my co-host, confidant, longtime friend, fellow comedian. It's Ongo, Matt Cleary. Matt, I'm back in the flesh. How are you feeling?
Honestly, it was good to have you away.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
We finally got everything set up and be like, nice, we're finally good to record remotely. And then Jordan's like, I'm coming back. We got to get this done. It's like, okay, we don't have the ability to do that anymore.
Yeah, we got everything figured out. Cheers, buddy. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. But got everything figured out. And then I fly home back to Bismarck. But it's good to be back. Went straight to the watering hole, as expected. What can you do? You got to watch out for it. You know?
I've been putting in shifts there lately.
Good.
Been staying out till bar close. I'm back there before noon for lunch.
Supporting the local community. I manipulated everybody at the table into doing poll tabs and didn't pull a single thing.
Besides my hog at the table, and then they asked me to leave.
Nice. Under the sheets, got some sweet chili chicken wings.
Best wings in town.
Fantastic. But we're recording before Christmas, so we hope everybody has a great time out there. And we're back in the studio, so we're going to get after it. We got some housekeeping lined up. That's the portion of the show. We're just going to go over what's going on lately in our lives before we actually get started. So, Matt, what do we got?
What's your least favorite city?
That I've been to?
That you're just like, I don't like it.
Dickinson, North Dakota.
That's a pretty deep cut. I was thinking more of
North Dakota.
Both pretty terrible, actually, that you bring it up.
Jamestown, North Dakota.
All right. We'll pivot and then come back to your least favorite cities. Give me the top 5 worst cities in North Dakota. No particular order. Just shoot them out.
All right. I'll go backwards. Number 5 is Grand Forks, North Dakota. That's where I went to college. It is a great town, but it's shitty in the sense of it's good for 4 months out of the year. Right when the school starts, football starts, kind of early hockey season, and then at the end of spring, or end of winter, I should say, into spring, when things start thawing out, and then hopefully the hockey team wins the national championship like they did when I was there, or the weather's just turning and school's coming to an end. So Grand Forks at 5. I'm going to go with Mandan at 4, just out of spite, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty
I spend more time probably in Mandan than I do Bismarck when I'm doing my best work. Okay? I take a Mandan hiatus, as they call it, where I just kind of hibernate over in Mandan. I go to the dive bars, hang out with the locals, fun time.
Did you say you go to the diet bars?
Dive bar.
Okay, I was like, what?
And it's pretty much just a bush light diet.
Yeah,
so
and bushes.
Well. But I'll say that just out of spite. Really love the place, but out of spite. 3, Dickinson, as I mentioned earlier, not a whole lot going on. When you drive west from Bismarck, it's really nothing until past Billings. Billings is your last little milestone. And then I'll go to Minot, North Dakota. They've hired me for comedy shows, so I'll be happy with that. But once again, not a whole lot going on. I had a very terrible state fair Kid Rock experience years ago that just really turned me off. I've talked about it before.
Okay, is having a good Kid Rock experience even better than having a bad Kid Rock experience?
It would help in the power rankings.
Yeah, it's
that we're doing right now for sure. Hey, if I had a good Kid Rock experience, why not looking at 3?
okay. Well, Kid Rock is what separates the shit from extra shit.
And in number 1, I will go with Jamestown, North Dakota. Not a whole lot going on. The best thing Jamestown is known for is when you're just drinking and driving to Fargo and you have to piss. It's kind of like that second stop. You know? First is steel. You gotta empty the tank a little bit, break the seal, and then Jamestown's there for you. That's the best thing it's known for.
I think you have some glaring misses on there. I think Williston, Hettinger, Dickinson,
I feel like you've had
Jamestown,
a lot more time to think about
Jamestown, Wapaton.
Zach Rittenhouse is from Wapaton. Fantastic human being.
Openly says that it's the worst town in America.
Openly gay.
He is? Okay, well, the reason I was talking about shitty towns is there was this one guy that came into my office and he was like, no matter where I steered the conversation, he would always come back to him hating Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I've been to Albuquerque. So
I'd be like, yeah, so I was heading to Fargo last week, and he's like, yeah, so Albuquerque has also like interstates that collide like that, and all around it's just terrible.
Hey, John, are you gonna send that contract over? They're kind of waiting on it.
Albuquerque
subway. Yeah. The worst subway you'll ever see.
I'll tell you where else they have contracts. Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was kind of uncanny though, because I was like, we were talking about like people going to Arizona for the winter, and he's like, yeah, the worst part about Arizona is it's that much closer to Albuquerque. And I was like, dude, what did Albuquerque do to you?
Like, what was the one where they had that Breaking Bad pizza?
That's Albuquerque. That they had to put a fence around it because people just kept going and just lampooning pizzas onto the roof.
I remember once I was driving back from Arizona and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take the New Mexico route to like see the world. It's hard to see it when it's dark out through your whole drive.
And that guy's probably out there protesting Albuquerque. It's like, what are you mad about in Albuquerque? He's like, its existence, man.
Well, I was driving through and I think I was just tired of driving because I was like, I Googled things to do in Albuquerque and they're like,
meth,
pizza, but like Pizza Roof, Breaking Bad, or whatever it's called. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go there. And then like 35 minutes later, I was like, I've never even up to that point, I never even watched Breaking Bad. I was like, why am I going to this house? This is ridiculous.
I just spelled Albuquerque so wrong that the correcting thing didn't know what I was talking about.
Is it ALBE?
ALBBQ. I don't know. I don't fucking care either. Being 100% honest.
I'm genuinely curious.
Oh man, what else did I have in the old pocket for housekeeping?
Yeah, housekeeping. I was pretty in depth on your Albuquerque. That was fun,
dude. That guy just
the fact that you're just like, hey, who's gonna win the national championship this year? Georgia, Alabama. You know what? Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, it's just
a real sack of shit. You know what I love doing? Replying to text messages from people that like it's established that you know each other either for a really long time or like maybe it's somebody you just met in like your most recent text. You're like, oh hey, this is Matt. Oh hey, this is Jordan. And then the next time they text you or somebody just texts you in general and you just go, who is this?
Yeah. New phone. Who is this? And you're clearly just replying to their
says mom. In case of emergency contact.
Have you ever called someone and you'll be like, hey, do you want to go have dinner tonight? And they're like, no. And then they just stop right there and you're like, do you have a reason why? And they're just like, no, I don't want to really. Or am I the
hard to
only?
combat.
Yeah.
Good on them.
No. Okie dokie then.
Real poker face.
No.
I just think it's great.
No. Remember last week or week before I had that great idea about SpongeBob, but then turns out it wasn't an original idea again. I had this other one where I was like, I came up with the greatest video game of all time. It's called Mall Simulator, where you go in and you build out just a mall with like a bunch of Auntie Anne's pretzels and Spencer's gifts. And
did you see that? Is this referring to the guy who is obsessed with playing Roller Coaster Tycoon?
no, but I love that game too.
Yeah.
But turns out there is a mall simulator, and I was writing down notes on it, and I was like, I'm gonna make so much money once I figure out how to design a video game and bring it.
Mall ideas?
I was just like kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like you could have
Roller Toaster. Roller Toaster Tycoon.
Dude, it's a great game. It's a great game. Great guy.
Well, maybe I can add to that because I did have something about a claw machine, but with food.
Oh man.
Like you're at a.
What kind of food's in there? Just like candy bars, or is it like someone puts a bunch of what if it was a bunch of like open hamburgers in there? So people are just picking them up and dropping them around.
Fun. Yeah, it could be anything. The thing I was thinking of was Italian food, where it's just like I don't know, one of those tong like spoon things, and like you can go around and then you just like get like some chicken Alfredo, and you claw it up and then you put it on your plate, and it's like a fun interactive. It's like medieval times beats what's the robot fighting game? Again, BattleBots.
BattleBots. Ooh, that's
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Toaster
meets Dumpster Dive 08.
There's something there, but like part of me thinks that I'm gonna be at like a work thing, and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna be like trying to get fucking chicken Alfredo, and then I come sit down all pissed off. And you're like, I got beef stroganoff.
Okay, I thought of this though, Matt.
That definitely has cum in it.
You remember the game in the parks and like sandboxes where like you sit on the
digging thing,
thing,
and you're like, I'm gonna dig the biggest hole ever, and it turns out
it's maxed out.
It only goes too far.
You know what? It's just a life lesson you gotta learn. I'm glad it's early, but we do that with ice cream. I thought of this already. Claw machine, but with food, but like essentially you gotta work for your food. It's like medieval times meet hunting and gathering.
Okay. One question. With the last couple ideas you had, how much weed have you been smoking?
Entirely too much.
I got
an aggressive amount.
You're changing everything that Albuquerque dude did. You're changing it all about food. You're like, well, that construction site's pretty nuts, but what if they were just making pizzas over there?
Traffic is terrible. Back up in and out.
Do you think that stoplight could make some cheese whiz?
I don't know. I was just trying to add to your mall idea. What do you have for housekeeping episode 278 live in studio? Hope you're watching on YouTube, our preferred platform. I think you're gonna have the best time. I'm wearing a large camouflage jacket today because I thought I had my old winter coat. Turns out sold it in a garage sale, forgot all about it.
Along with most of Matt's possessions.
That's like, where's
my ukulele at? Jordan's like, hold
$4.
Fucking my bongos are gone too.
Made 4 times back.
You know what? It's one of those like I'm not mad. It's not one of those like I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I'm actually pretty fucking upset about this.
Matt's upset about the ukulele and bongos.
I was cultivating the weirdest set of musical instruments that I was never gonna play.
You have to restart.
I mean, it's probably
from scratch.
The 2 things from scratch.
Did that ukulele guy talk himself down?
Yeah. So it was. I knew this was a bad rummage sale because it was in the parking lot of a butcher shop.
Well, that That could say anything.
And I don't really think it was a rummage sale or sanction at all. It was just a bunch of homeless dudes were selling their things in the parking lot and like blocked it off. And so I went up to this guy, no teeth at all. And he just was like, I was looking around. I find this in a case, which I was like, wow, that's really cool to own until someone sells it out from under you. And I would pick up this ukulele and I open it. Only has 3 strings, so and it has $10 on
You know
it.
how rare a 3-string ukulele is?
Yeah, the other string was still broken and on
The
it
other
too.
string was still wrapped around his arm. It was heroin. He injected her.
100%. And I was like, let's see how this guy is at negotiating. I'm like, would you do 5? And he's like, let me take a look at that, like just reminiscing as you would. As you would, and he just looks at it, flips the case over. He's like, how about we do 3? And I was like, you started here at 10. Yeah, I was like, I think I could have gotten down to $1.
Gone down to a fucking crisp 5.
He said, you know what? Just take it. It's taking up room. Yeah, but there's no wonder that guy's homeless.
Not gonna buy it, so. Yeah.
What do you got in your pocket there? Oh, that's a boner. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the only other thing I had in my notes is that I want to bring back when anyone says any sort of question, all I'm going to respond with, and this is more like on Facebook things, is when someone's like, hey, what's the best place to get barbecue in town? I'm just going to reply, ask your mom.
Barbecue sauce. Facts it.
Classic.
What do I heard this joke the other day, so I don't take any credit for it, but what do the Twin Towers and genders have in common?
There used to be 2. Now there's 1,000.
It's actually pretty correct. The answer is, back when we were kids, there were only 2, but now it's a touchy subject. Anyway, Matt and I back in studio. We got episode 278. Let's get into it.
Okay. Let's party.
I went to the eye doctor last week. A couple weeks ago, actually, and
the proctologist.
Yeah,
lovely.
Isn't that a foot doctor?
Yes.
But I go there, and I called earlier in the day, and they're like, "Hey, we had an opening for 2:30 today. Would you like that?" And I was like, "That's awesome." So I'm thinking that they must have a pretty slow day there. I go into the eye doctor, and I'm not downplaying this. There was 600 people in the waiting room. It took me like 25 minutes just to get up to the front counter to be like, "Hey, I have an appointment at 2:30." I was already like 2:50 by the time I got up to the counter. I assume they're
just blind.
Yeah,
it doesn't help.
And there's no place to sit, and then I'm like, there's one spot open. I'm like, oh, sweet. So I go sit down. I'm like, why is no one sitting in the spot? I look to my left, and there's a guy that's in full prison regalia, hands and feet locked up, guy with a gun standing right next to him. And I was like, I can't get up now. I'm already sitting next to the prisoner.
Right next to him?
Yeah, like our arms are sharing an armrest. He took the armrest.
But did you accidentally get cuffed? You're just like, whoa,
I think like on my name, this is a very deep cut, but on my name is Earl when he's fixing a pothole, and they think that he's a prisoner, so they take him to jail. That almost happened.
Big pothole.
Yeah.
First of all, the pothole.
Yeah, but I went to the eye doctor, and so they finally called my name, and they started getting like mad. They're like, Matthew. For 2 minutes, I forgot my legal name is Matthew. I was right next to the lady that was calling the names. It was sandwiched between me, a prisoner, and the lady that's calling me. And you know when they get after like the 3rd time, it's like a pretty like, Matthew. And then I was like, oh, that's me. And she's like, did you not hear me the first time? And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I sometimes forget my legal full name is Matthew.
Yeah. How does it feel to be just like a sap on society with like a legal name and then like a different common name?
You know, it's nice because then I know when people are mad at me.
I feel like it'd be more confusing.
I never have to know because I know if they use my full name, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Matthew Gaylord Cleary.
I like making up people's middle names, but I always just take like the oldest name possible.
I have some coworkers convinced that my legal name is Michael Jordan Michael. 23 go.
Just assuming they're a little slow.
Yeah.
Um,
My colleagues.
Yeah. This is
Right where I need to be.
This is my coworker Heather Tabitha. Just some old ass name. That's all I do.
Hankton Plankton.
So this is my coworker.
Spanky.
This is my coworker, SpongeBob SquarePants. What do you think Spanky from Little Rascals' full name was? I'm gonna look it up.
Probably something like Jules Roberto. I'm guessing he's secretly foreign. He's got some ethnicity, but is not Caucasian, I would say.
His name is George Robert Phillips, which is very.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Jules Roberto.
Kind of close. But I was thinking like what his full actual name is in the show, and his legal name in the show is.
Oh, you mean his character name?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Spanky McFarlane. Great name.
What's his legal name again?
George Robert Phillips.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he just got addicted to crack or something after Little Rascals. There's just no way.
I saw that Nickelodeon guy all over the news.
Oh,
never even seen him.
Oh, from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide?
Sure.
He's Backpack Kid.
Everybody was like, oh, this guy was famous.
He tried to eat his own eyebrow. Like, did you see his one eyebrow was just jacked up? Yeah, that's why don't be a childhood actor, maybe. I don't know.
In some cultures, shaving one eyebrow is a sign of respect, but
if you name that culture, I will shoot myself in the head right now.
What else do we have?
Yeah. There is no measurement to say when a hill becomes a mountain. And I want to be the one to do it.
Are you referring to the large hills around here that claim to be mountains?
There's literally nothing in books that says what becomes a mountain at what height, above sea level or above.
You've done this research?
Yep.
You're not just speculating wildly?
I'm not speculating.
I'm just curious how you even came up with
It's
that.
between 500 and 1,000, but there's no actual measurement.
Which do you think is higher in elevation? Bismarck, North Dakota, or Chandler, Arizona?
Bismarck.
That's correct. There you are correct.
Yeah, because you're always like, dude, not good connectivity in the valley.
I had an old computer, and then I got a new one.
Yeah, only if someone would have told you to get a new computer.
Thank you, No Brains, No Headache, and all of you listeners, followers, supporters out there for the computer. I've used it a few times since then. I just feel like I'm aging myself with the new MacBook. I've been so used to non-MacBook, and it's different. The capabilities, like my phone hooks up to it now.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'll be working. The first time I was working on my computer, and then, like, I got a text from you. It, like, dinged, and I was like, what the fuck was that? PTSD, what that is. But
it's great for when you get super drunk and have no idea where your phone is. You can do, like, find your phone.
well, and
it's always in a pile of Cheez-Its upstairs.
I haven't used it yet, but I realized that FaceTime would be great for that.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you're holding your phone, you're like, I like a good angle, personally. I like to give good quality of production to whoever I'm FaceTiming.
How are you going to angle a full computer?
Well, I don't have to hold it, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Like, up at an angle.
I mean, you're like throwing a computer up in a shelf, and you're like, that's a pretty good angle of me.
I don't know. I've just I like those capabilities. So MacBook is working great, and came in great time because we did one episode with the MacBook, and then I came here.
Yeah.
Boys back in town.
Speaking of boys are back in town, I hooked up with our good buddy Joe Berger, and I came up with a pretty unsettling realization when we're sitting there just chopping it up like old times, and
Having a good time.
and he like finishes, he's drinking a root beer, and I was like, he sat down. I think it was like the homemade at the brewery we were at. And someone was like, Joe, can I get you a beer? And he's like, no, thanks. My father-in-law is getting me a root beer. And he like looks at me, he's like, that was way cooler in my head. And then so anyway, Joe finishes this root beer, and his wife just is like, oh, you cleaned that out better than you cleaned out your milk glasses. I was like, milk glasses? What are we talking about? Milk glasses here? And his wife was like, yeah, he has like 5 or 6 glasses of milk that are always just in the sink, just always never not finished. I'm like, 5 or 6. Joe, how much milk are you drinking a day?
It's like the movie Signs if the aliens were lactose intolerant.
Yeah. I was like, how much milk are you drinking a day? And he's like, at least a half a gallon.
Yeah, he's cornbread. He's a farm boy.
That's so much milk.
I was gonna say I've been back on the milk, but not that aggressively. A lot of cereal.
Imagine going to these. You go to the grocery store every week and buy 4 gallons of milk, and you're like, well, this should maybe get me through the week.
I can't remember the last time I poured raw dog a glass of milk when peanut butter's not in my mouth. You get a mouthful, a spoonful of peanut butter. Milk's your only option,
dude. But then I was like,
cut it.
I was like, are you at least drinking like 2% or skim? He's like, whole milk. At this point, I'm whole. I'm crying laughing. And the conversation would go on. I'm like, oh, so every 2 days you're drinking a gallon of whole milk.
And I don't want to get too personal, but isn't the subject in question have some sort of gastrointestinal issues?
It could have something to do. I was like, how do you handle that? He's like,
I don't want to air out their dirty laundry or their health issues on my podcast, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that person on is a heavy regimen of Tums.
That's so much milk. To the fact,
and I'm all for like keeping milk around and not just having like fucking cashew milk and shit. But
fair life, it's milk, but not milk. Okay, what?
Powdered milk. Is it from the teat or not?
Yes.
Perfect.
I love when you go to like those you're at like a hotel breakfast, and they always have like powdered eggs. You can tell the one guy that was in Vietnam that had powdered eggs. It's just pissed.
Yeah. Our producer today, Dallas, and I went into a pretty in-depth discussion about powdered eggs before you came to the watering hole.
Yeah.
Never really thought I'd be at the in-depth powdering eggs discussion in my life, but you know what? Here we are. What can you do? Episode 278. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you're having a great one. You and your family. Matt's here, making me laugh in person. I got a question for you, though. If you could restart your career and start fresh, you can't choose anything that you're doing now, what would you do?
I would immediately go back in time
and invest in Bitcoin.
I was going to say either Bitcoin or just buy like...
Okay, you can't do that in this scenario.
I can't buy like real estate.
Pick a profession. You can buy real estate.
How old am I when I make this decision?
Well, Next week is my birthday. The following week is yours. We'll be turning 32. So wish us a happy birthday. We need it more than ever. The older you get, the more birthday wishes you need, but it doesn't seem to work that way. I would say, I don't know, you can go back up to 10 years.
I was gonna say if I was like 12, I'd be like, I'm shoveling the driveway and get some shots up. I'm making it to the NBA this time.
Like 250 shots.
Yeah.
Up, made free throws.
And it's at the point where your net is so cold that the ball won't even go through it. So
negative 18 degrees.
You shovel the whole driveway, take one shot, and the ball's stuck in the net. You're like, well, we had a good run.
You have to go back. Pick a new profession. What would it be?
See,
I'm not trying to get too deep.
Knowing what I know now.
Yeah. You can take that knowledge with you. You see you drink that?
Yeah, I'll do one more. I've been trying to think, thinking of my friends now and which one of them hate their life the least.
Oh, yeah. Good strategy. Good strategy.
Knowing what I know now, I would find a chick that's going to make a ton of money and marry her.
You have anybody in mind? I don't want names, obviously, but
I don't know.
If that's your approach.
My psychology professor was pretty fucking hot. He worked out.
He got a 27 on the ACT. Smart man.
I don't know. I think teaching would be fun. Mainly because I'd get 3 months off a year.
What subject would you teach?
History or geography.
There you go. There you go. I don't know. I asked mainly because I'm so obsessed with these videos online of chiropractors cracking necks, but also like the satisfaction that they do, like for their patients. So I feel like I would go back and be a chiropractor or carpenter.
I could see carpenter. I still don't believe in chiropractors actually being a legitimate thing because.
Never said anything about that.
Also, how can chiropractors make money?
Their videos are satisfying.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to be. They probably make more money of those carpenters. Just like, hey, can you come in? I could snap your neck in half. If I get 200,000 views on YouTube, I'll make more money than I do being a chiropractor.
About the legitimacy of their profession. That would be cool. Hear cool noises all day.
So I'm big into the Scientology TikTok right now, and
still on that?
Yeah, it's different towns. The San Francisco guy looks like a fucking alien. The guy in Minnesota, he was like, "How I got into Scientology, was I hurt my wrist playing soccer. Okay, well, gay stunt one, and then he was like, nothing works, so I came to Scientology, and then they gave me some tests, and now it works." And they're like, you need to use a different type of your mind and your body will heal itself. And then I hear a chiropractor's like, your mind is capable of healing more than yourself. I'm like, okay, so this is essentially Scientology.
I conducted a breathing exercise last week.
Get out.
I don't know who put me in charge of that, but appreciate you thinking of me. Are you still on Scientology?
Yes, it's.
We're gonna go into that again. We're gonna have a follow up. I was really intrigued.
It's
L. Ron Hubbard, right?
Yeah, Lafayette Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy has you can look up his famous sayings, and he's just insane. But I was looking up the founder of chiropractic. And there's some pretty fun stuff about him. He believes some just crazy stuff. He kept switching religions. He thought that magnets could heal any disease.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He just a full-on nutcase. His whole family hates him now, so that's fun. Let me look up some L. Ron Hubbard quotes.
What do you think like of being his legacy? Because even the other day I thought of it like it was something about Erica Kirk giving some speech or something, and it's just like that. You're just like trying to put this in some diplomatic words, but it's just like you're just essentially following like somebody else's legacy. Like, how does like? Do you ever think that's weird? I'm not trying to get political.
Well, I want to say what's pretty impressive with Erica Kirk is that her husband got killed, and she'd be the most
brutally murdered.
Yeah, in front of everyone, and somehow it's like the most apathetic situation you could possibly have. And she went from no one really knowing who she was to being unanimously hated by everyone.
I don't hate the girl. I don't really know much about her. It's just like it's a weird situation. That's all I'm saying. It's just like all of a sudden she's like pushed into the spotlight, which like I get it. It's the wife of somebody who got assassinated, and it's not even about Charlie. I was just thinking of like L. Ron Hubbard and like these people have these big movements and they like do something that's like very touching and like makes a difference, whether you agree with it or don't. You know, so I don't think you and I would agree with Scientology, and other people out there wouldn't agree with what Charlie was doing, right?
L. Ron,
you agree on that?
Yes, L. Ron Hubbard once said, "Not smoking enough will cause lung cancer."
Barry Manilow has lung cancer now.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't need that news today.
Well, I got it today, so you're there with me. Isn't that ironic?
I found out the guy that voiced Sheen in Jimmy Neutron died, so that's tough.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah. Wasn't too familiar, but T's and P's.
Oh, L. Ron Hubbard thought that given 3 to 4 hours, he could cure anyone's vision.
Lafayette sounds a lot like somebody who like they're in like some sort of river in Mississippi, and you can like bring like your blind brother to them, and they just like dip them in the river water, and all of a sudden they're healed.
Yeah,
you heard of those tales?
It's like, yeah. I don't know why my mind went to the mud they use for baseballs. That's like some sort of New Jersey thing. But yeah, I don't get like if you go down to this Brazilian pastor, he can hypnotize you into getting kicked in the nuts again. It's like, I don't get what any of that is about.
Nobody knows. Nobody will know. Matt and I are raw dogging this episode. Christmas edition, no brains, no headache.
Oh, Christmas edition. What is the best Christmas gift you have ever gotten in your life?
JBL Bluetooth speaker. It's about the size of a wallet. My sister got it for me years ago. I still use it to this day. It's literally like chop that in half. Obviously fatter, girthier, you could say, more girth.
Are we talking about a speaker still?
Yeah, the speaker.
Okay.
It's like the size of like an old-fashioned leather wallet.
That's good.
But it still puts out. You've probably listened to music with me on it. It's like a little light blue one, waterproof. I used to bring it in the shower with me all the time. It's my speaker for my apartment, hanging out, really anywhere. Obviously, it's not going to like overpower like a house party, but it could hold its own. And it's so small and portable, unique. And I've had it for like 7 years. I also got a Ridge wallet like 3 years ago from my sister. She gives the best gifts. I like my Ridge wallet. Do you have one?
No, I have like the knockoff one that I got like 10 years ago, and it's still
concept.
just
Great. What's yours?
When I was like 5, I got this motorcycle that was like yay big. It's about the size of a football. No, it was just a plastic motorcycle. I remember I was pretty jazzed up about that one. I remember one time my brother got a tennis racket and started crying. He was so happy.
The gayest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, he got back at me because this was like 5 years ago. He bought me a racket.
Showed up here.
he bought me a racquetball racket and like racquetball goggles, a racquetball glove, everything to play racquetball. And then he's like, I booked us a court tomorrow. And he went and beat the shit out of me in racquetball.
I have a Christmas gift for you.
Well, thanks.
Whitney. That's actually for our producer.
Who hasn't even come into the studio one time.
What else? I mean, do you have any others that like really stand out?
Oh, I got a snowboard and I wanted to fucking poop my pants. But it was the worst part about it is my parents would just hide gifts like in the front closet. And so like 3 weeks before, I like opened them like, oh, snowboard. But I can't say anything about it because my dad would have been like, you looked for your Christmas gifts? Now I'm gonna set it on fire in the driveway.
780 push-ups or you're gone. What I will say about snowboarding is my second email ever was Burton Border-21. I never even owned a snowboard. So
one of my emails early on was I think it was like ride the pipe or something.
My first ever email was stinkweed21 at hotmail.com.
Yeah, Jordan was
that one stuck.
Yeah.
Burton Border-21. We're like Burton Boner in my gay little asshole. Sorry,
I also squatted on Molly is cool at hotmail.com. I got my dog Molly the same day, but now it kind of sounds like I'm a
DMA came out 28 days later. Molly is cool
at so I'm like, oh cool, now I have this Hotmail account.
But imagine if
that just looks like I'm just a child predator.
But imagine if it imagine if it was your fourth grade girlfriend that you dated for 3 weeks and talked to her twice.
We've been dating 6 hours. I love you.
We've all done it. Still do.
We're gonna get a passport. What else? Oh yeah, Christmas gifts.
Chrysler. What do you feel about the cars with the big bows on them? Or like, let me ask you this. How do you feel about like extremely wealthy people? Obviously, you'll see it on social media or the internet or whatever, but it's just like, oh my God, I got a Mercedes Benz. I had no idea. My dad got me this.
Where are you hiding a car at? Dude, okay, this is a great story. So one of my dad's friends, he's like, hey, we're getting our kids a puppy. Can you guys take care of him on Christmas? Yeah. It gets better. Hey, we're getting the kids a puppy on Christmas. Can you guys take care of him on the 24th? We're like, sure. So we take care of this dog, Charlie. We give him. Charlie goes off. About a year later, they're like, we don't want this dog anymore. You can have it. So my mom has Chuck now, name changed, who's going on 14 years old.
That's Chuck's OG story?
Yeah. They're like,
I didn't know he was adopted.
Yeah. It was like a Mormon family that were like, hey, we're having our 19th kid. We can't have a dog. It turns out they just, they just hated him. And so they gave him back. They're like, we're having another kid. We can't take care of a dog. 35 seconds later, they were head to PetSmart to pick up another dog.
Were all their kids' names start with C?
No, they weren't like the 19 kids and counting.
C is a lot better than J.
Yeah.
You got a little more leeway there. I feel M would be good. L could work probably.
Yeah. Let's say you have 5 kids and they all have to have the same name.
Same name?
Well, I guess George Foreman did that.
Same exact name, or are you talking about letter?
The same letter. 3 boys and 2 girls.
I'll get real personal with you right now and vulnerable with our listeners, but my mom's name is Marlis. Love her dearly. If I had a daughter, I would love to name her Marley. I think that would be really cool.
Good.
I really like Marley as a name, and it would kind of be.
I was thinking about naming a daughter after my dog Molly, and then giving her the
drugs,
and then giving her the Hotmail as her first email. Imagine
this is like, oh, my dad he died, and they're like, oh, did he leave you a fortune? No, he left me.
Molly is cool.
72 at Gmail.
Molly is cool at hotmail.com. that has 6,000 unread emails.
All from Yahoo Sports.
It's how I made my
Fantasy
it's
football.
how I made my MySpace. So I'd sign into MySpace with Molly is cool at Hotmail.
Could be value there.
Yeah. You ever been on one of those lesbian chat rooms?
Other than that, I don't know. I'll be honest. I play the weird game of like naming my unborn children sometimes. My grandpa's name was Carl. I always like that.
K or
Him
C?
and a C, and he was a good man. I'm sure that your grandfather and my granddad knew each other. Carl and what was your
Joe.
Joe. They probably knew each other, which is cool. But me and Carl got along great. But I don't know if I would name my son's first name Carl, because we have a mutual friend who has a Carlton version in their middle name for their child, which is I think is great. So I was thinking like Carlson or something like that. Like I don't know, but as far as names, I think Carter is a cool name, like in general.
Yeah, but there's one. If he sucks at sports,
there's a risk there.
Yeah, you can't have
naming your kid after like kind of a cool sports icon, but not after that. But like it's got the same name, and then they're bad at sports.
Yeah, here's Vince Carter Weichel. He's in a wheelchair.
Steve Nash Weichel.
Stefan Marbury Weichel. Yeah. Turns out I'm not the dad.
Yeah, there's a big risk there, but no, I'd be being totally honest. If I had a dog, Otis.
God, I was just
pretty much just gave all my secrets just now.
Another deep. My name is Earl Cut, but on the second episode,
my name is Earl Deep Cut, which in itself is a cut of deep, of depth.
I'm a big My Name is Earl fan. It's a great show if you're watching. But he, like in the second episode, he has a son that he names Earl Jr. That's black. And then throughout the whole show, they call him Earl Jr. and he's not the dad.
Come around to Earl. Do you ever think that, like, obviously, like within your inner circle, but like worldwide, like certain names ruined it for people?
Adolf.
Okay, yeah, you really jumped on it with the heater. But I don't know, like, is anybody ever gonna name their kid Madonna again? Not that she's bad, but it's just like it's so out there, and like and that goes against what I just said as an example. But I'm just saying, like,
okay, let me
like Madonna's a name, but she just like wore it so well that it's just like, is that ever gonna happen?
Yeah, or like
I'm sure there's Madonna's.
All right,
but like
fast forward, rewind 10 years. I'm a history teacher. Then 10 years comes and I'm like 32 years old.
All she expert.
I'm trying to remember my Bitcoin password so I can finally quit my job because I hate all these kids. And someone walks in, they're like, first day of class. Hi, my name's Kesha. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my classroom.
Hey, Kesha, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, let me think. I got a name tag for you. Get out of here.
Matt, I don't know if you can handle everybody saying bro and that.
Jordan, I coached golf for 8 years. I was objectively horrible at it.
Yeah.
Like a kid would miss a putt and he'd be like, fuck. And I'd just be like staring at him and he'd look back at me and be like, oh, sorry. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to get mad at that.
I'm supposed to care. Should we get into sports? Wrap it up?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. This is sports, but also just like general news. What's with college coaches plowing students? Getting busted for it. We had Michigan, obviously.
Opportunity.
But then Ohio. Boy in Ohio.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that one.
You have it saved. Let me go to my resource. It's always good to cite your sources, and I ensured that I saved this. Here it is. Ohio University football coach Brian Smith fired. Why isn't this viral like coach from Michigan? Wait, we know why. Let's share it and make it just as viral. Ohio University terminated Brian Smith's contract cause on December 17th, 2025, after an administrative review concluded he violated his employment agreement by engaging in serious professional misconduct that reflected unfavorably on the university. That's a lot of big words for he plowed a student. And he is out. It's an affair.
I'm sure he'll land
Not
on
Ohio
State.
State, to be clear.
Yeah.
Like the green Ohio, just straight
Bobcats.
Ohio. Yes, Bobcats.
That's where Dallas went to college, actually.
And then we have our producer today went to college at Ohio. And then we obviously have Michigan. So do you think, and can I say something here? You never see the big time coaches run into this. It's kind of that like middle to low tier. We're clearly.
I mean, Urban Meyer had it.
Yeah, there's pictures of him getting an OTP HJ at the bar.
He was just freaking.
Nobody raised an eyebrow.
I thought he was fingering her butthole.
But you couldn't see it.
Oh, okay.
What you could see was the OTP HJ.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you agree with me? Do you concur? You know the picture I'm talking about? They're in the
She's
bar.
wearing like white pants.
Yeah. And she's just like up against him. He's just kind of sitting there. He's acting innocent. You know, there's not enough evidence to convict. Just like the South Bend shovel slayer. Not enough evidence to convict.
I don't know.
Show me what you're seeing. Okay, he's pretty aggressively humping her.
Yeah.
And she's totally yanking.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of a different picture, so I genuinely apologize, but
wow.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I've noticed this happened twice. Michigan, Ohio, not Ohio State University, to be clear. It's such the disparity between Ohio State and Ohio that you have to like be like, no, not Ohio State. But these big time coaches I haven't seen that happen to them in recent memory. Besides, what was that one coach that was on the motorcycle with that chick in Arkansas?
Yeah, Petrino.
Yeah.
He just got the offensive coordinator at UNC job under Belichick.
Do you think he's getting any sort of other job?
He is. I bet they were like, "What do you want to get paid?" He's like, "I don't care. Give me a frat or whatever the female version." Is. Yeah. God damn it.
No, I know. I get where you're going.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm saying though. It's just like, okay, this is like is there? I'm not denying it happened, but is there just like there's something going on there where like the story got leaked, but maybe not traditionally?
I don't know.
I feel like big time coaches. What I'm trying to say is, I feel like big time coaches do the same exact thing. They just don't get caught.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a. They're like, "What's your full time?"
Oh, you're a blonde prostitute. Here's an NDA.
Yeah.
Go inside.
Here's a full-time job. They also have like, what do you do at Ohio State? And you're like, I'm a offensive analyst. Like, what do you do with that?
Tackle analyst.
It's like, what do you do? I mean, I basically
my nose in the
yeah, it's not great. But staying on college football, just giving an update on our picks. Jordan and I each picked a team that had a bye, so 2-0 each.
You had Texas Tech and Indiana. I had Georgia and Ohio State. I know that much.
Yep. And then I had Oregon.
Who won?
I had Ole Miss who won. I had Alabama who won. And I had Tulane who lost. And you had
Miami, Texas A&M.
And Miami won that. So you have 3 left. I have 5. Yep.
No, I was kind of watching that.
It really doesn't matter. It's going to come down to the top 2.
I was thinking of that, like thinking of our picks, and it's just like it's not like the March Madness bracket, you know?
No.
Because like now I'm seeing there's not much variance. Like obviously when you pick first round, there's variance, but like 2 games go a different way. and like you're clearly in the league.
Yeah.
But also, I also like when I did pick, I picked Texas A&M, Miami, and Ohio State. So no matter what, I have somebody representing me in the Final Four or the semifinal, however you want to look at it. But and then I have Georgia. So if Georgia beats Ole Miss, no matter what, I have somebody in the.
Yeah.
So it's like there's so much there's not much variance there is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I watched the end of that James Madison game. They made it interesting. It just would have been more interesting if the scoring kind of occurred at different times.
Yeah.
Because Oregon kind of went out to that big lead.
I stopped watching.
Madison was just like trying to catch up.
I bet on James Madison. I was like, fuck, this one's over. Went to sleep, woke up, they covered.
I didn't watch Miami, Texas A&M. I was busy working, but the matter of the fact is that as college football playoff between those two teams, powerhouses, top 10 Power 5 conference teams, or 4, whatever it is now, teams, blue chip programs, arguably 10-3. I texted you immediately after, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, I didn't see anything until after it, but it was 10-3 at Texas A&M. That's weird.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being a diehard A&M fan.
I think it was
the game and then watching a 10-3 loss. I would kill myself.
Yeah,
sorry I shouldn't say that on this podcast, but I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty windy out, which would make it way worse. I don't know if you've ever been in a boring sporting event, but when the weather sucks, amplifies it by 10.
Was Texas A&M like the Minnesota Vikings of college football?
You see the Minnesota
always respectable, but never really does anything.
Kind of. They spend a lot of money, and
the Vikings spent the second most money this last offseason.
The Vikings were one of 3 teams that don't have a Pro Bowler, which Pro Bowlers don't really matter. But like at the same point, it's like the other 2 teams are the Jets and the Saints. Yeah, I think we had like one that was a long snapper or something. Jeremy Chin plays for the Redskins.
Also not a team, but
not a bribe.
No, I don't know. I just think it'd be weird being a Texas A&M fan, player, coach, whatever. 10-3 college football. Ole Miss blows out Tulane. Oregon goes up big on James Madison. James Madison kind of comes back. That overhit for sure. And then Oklahoma, Alabama is probably the most exciting one. But Matt, your Panthers currently in a playoff spot. They lead at the time of this recording, they lead the NFC South at 8-7.
God, that division needs to like just join the SEC already. Like there's
dude, and Bryce Young would fit right in. They beat the Buccaneers. Buccaneers fall to 7-8. There's no way. I've kind of gone through it in my head, but
it's Panthers win, Bucks lose, Panthers clinch.
Yeah,
clinch.
The Panthers play the Seahawks and then the Bucks again. The Bucks play, I'm not sure who, but then the Panthers again.
It could come down to the last game being winner
Panthers
goes.
Control their own destiny. If they win next week, they're looking good.
Yeah.
And there's no way that the other team that gets out will get a wild card.
Yeah.
It's looking like Packers, Lions.
It looks like every other division is better than the NFC South. The NFC South is like, well, we're waiting for our invitation to the ACC to come through, and then we'll be out of here. But
the NFC West is good. I kind of came to this random just hunch conclusion the other day that the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. So I'm just going to put that out there in the stratosphere.
Remember when I said it was going to be a weird team that wins it all?
Niners would be that.
No, Niners are kind of still a powerhouse. They've been like Broncos or something. I think I picked the Steelers.
Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots. I said it was going to be a weird year. And I haven't watched a...
You know what would be really nuts? Jaguars.
Yeah, that would be another one.
Liam Cohen. Duval.
Duval.
Such an awkward.
And his eyebrow like hit a different zip code, so it wasn't even in Duval when he said it. Duval.
However, that would make sense because Trevor Lawrence, if you remember a couple years ago, the Jaguars played the Chargers in the playoffs, and they were down big at halftime. They came back and won. That next year, Trevor Lawrence gets $55 million a year.
Poops his pants.
And they've been playing well. Jaguars were the worst team in back-to-back years a few years ago in like 2020, 2021. But now they come back and they're playing well. So I'm just saying, if they happen to win the old SB, that money's worthwhile. Liam Cohen, awkward as fuck.
Yeah. He's really good at offensive playbook. That would be weird. Yeah. Imagine him at like a Super Bowl parade, be like, oh, he decided to put in a new offensive package for next year, so he decided not to come. It's like, no, everyone kind of expected that.
And all else I had was just Vikings, JJ McCarthy, Vikings 3 in a row, which is weird.
Any chance at playoffs?
No, they are eliminated.
Okay.
They were eliminated about 2 weeks ago. So
they were eliminated about 9 weeks ago.
But then the next 2 games is Lions on Christmas Day, and then Packers last game of the season. So
can't hold anything back.
No, you can't, because you can spoil their hopes. But it looks like JJ's out with a fucking hand injury now. So it's meniscus, ankle, concussion, fucking hand. Poor bastard. Probably not going to be able to crank the dog for a while. But
well, he's got fucking missile launchers lined up to do that for him.
What can you do? But the Vikes, Phillip Rivers, what do we think?
Oh, man. Love what he did. Came off the freaking sofa. He's a granddad. And
have you, but correct me if I'm wrong, have you at least seen a couple of Colts highlights?
Yeah.
He's throwing medicine balls out there.
He doesn't
ducks.
He doesn't have a lot of.
It is the worst pass I've seen. Like,
no, there's a reason. There's a reason he throws it to the white wide receiver all the time. It's because he's slow enough to run under it.
I will admit,
he's not going to lead anyone.
They're on target, but the way he just like delivers it, and then it's just flailing. It's not even a good spiral. Are you seeing that?
I mean,
no,
you're away from the game long enough.
I get it, but it's just like so weird to see.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. I think it's good time to wrap up our show. Thanks for being with us, guys. Back live in the studio. That's Matt. I'm Jordan. This is No Brains, No Headache. This is our Christmas 2025 edition of the show. We appreciate you so much for being with us. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Matt, what are we doing our best on?
Pretty much all of those minus Twitter.
Check out the YouTube version, because we're recording it, and we appreciate you guys. And we'll be back next week before the new year. And so everybody have a great Christmas. Appreciate you being with us right now. Go Panthers, keep pounding.
You're watching Channel 4 News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Good evening, San Diego. I'm Veronica Corningstone. Tits McGee is on vacation.
And I'm Ron Burgundy.